So this is my first time in person seeing the Ford Mustang electric. I think they call this the Mach E. We work on a lot of Teslas here, so literally first time I've ever seen one in person. You can see we're in the process of doing a clear bra installation on it to protect the paint. But I kind of wanted to give you my first impression, just so it's out there. So if you guys are watching it and you're looking at this car and thinking about it, you can, kind of see one through the eyes of somebody who sees Teslas all the time. So first impression, I guess, just looking at it from the front, they definitely made the front end look more sporty. I guess to kind of like, give it more of a Mustang appeal. I'd say the hood definitely has some like Mustang flavor, old school Mustang appeal. And then they have the Mustang logo on the front here too, to really kind of tell you right away what the car is. And compared to, kind of walking back, compared to a Tesla Model Y, if you're comparing that specifically to this, the front bumper area, the front fascia is really like, I guess kind of Tron futuristic looking, whereas this one looks more like a traditional front fascia of a bumper, more sporty, aggressive. Looks like the charging port is up here, which is different for sure. More old school electric vibe, I guess, if you're looking here. So just so you know, this is paint protection film, and we'll trim it, and that's what this here is too. This is film that's designed to protect the paint. So it's got this handle here. I guess maybe it's button. Yeah, I guess you press the button to get in. Cruising in, yeah, it's got the logoed Mach E. I guess this is first edition. Stepping in. I don't know, I guess the screen's not on, but that's real similar to the Tesla. More of a traditional start-stop button. And looks like we got this floating armrest, which somebody who's had a floating armrest in a Ford before in my life, I'm not a super fan of that. I had a Ford Explorer Sport Track, and just like everybody else who owned one, it eventually broke. But the interior's nice. I mean, it definitely feels like a Ford, but it also kind of has like a little bit of a electric, more like BMW i3 kind of vibe with this type of material and this here, and the stitching kind of reminds me of BMW i3 too. And there we go, another button here for rear space. My first impression is it's a tad smaller back there than the Model Y. I could be wrong, but just first impression. And the trunk space, we got this kind of down here because we're working on it. To me, it feels even a tad smaller than the Model Y too. Overall look of the car, though, I like it. But just for giggles here, let's walk over to a Model Y and really compare it. So here's a Model Y, definitely different front end look. I like this wheel package more, even though these are kind of hubcaps. I don't like the style of that. Obviously, Tesla has these cool handles, which are sort of futuristic. Definitely, you can see the Model Y goes for the much more like basic minimalist interior look, which you may or may not think is better. Yeah, and for sure, I think that there's a little more leg room here in this rear seat. And cruising into the back. 100% confident now that there's much more cargo space in this vehicle, the Model Y. And Model Y, even though like you can't define it as sporty because it doesn't have like sporty edges, but I feel the Model Y is really a sporty vehicle. And then here's my Tesla Model X, which I guess you can compare. Obviously a lot more room in the Tesla Model X. There's another X. There's my dog. She's new. She's spooked by the camera. Yeah, so back to it. There's the Tesla, or I'm sorry, that was a almost Freudian slip. The Ford Mustang Mach E initial review versus Tesla Model Y.